Alright guys, we're back. I just wanted to do a quick demo on the Hilantronics Killy. I know I had posted a video about, I believe, the install. I can't really remember now, but I talked a little bit about the location on the 5T platform as far as the fact that it's kind of limited in terms of where you can put the kill switch. It is about maybe 1.5 by 1.5 inches. It's not huge, but it's also, it's not necessarily the most convenient thing when you're trying to mount to this particular platform. As you can see, there's really not much room in there. I know a couple guys did mount them back here and tried to kind of squeeze it in here, but I wanted it in a location where I could get to it. And with this particular location, you can reach right through the windshield and you can actually read the display. You can, touch the buttons and get to them. So that's pretty cool. So I noticed the other day, after I had been to the track with it, I had let it sit for a few weeks, and then I noticed that I was having an issue with the way it was reading. It wasn't reading the current engine temp, and it also wasn't giving me the current tachometer display. So there's some settings in here, and it may seem confusing at first, but really it isn't. The diagram that they give you with it is pretty simple if you just kind of take your time and take it easy with it, and take it slow rather. So I'm going to turn it on for you guys, and I'm going to go through some of the functions just so you can see, and hopefully on the camera you can read what it says. When you turn it on, the stat or statistic display comes on, and it's going to tell you that the unit is on. It's in the on position. The green light will give you the indication that the motor is ready to start. Now, of course, if I come over here and I hit the third channel, which is up in here, you can barely see it, it goes to kill mode and it goes to the off mode. Back on. Okay? And with this kill switch, to make your initial adjustments, which to be honest, I don't know that you'll have to, if you follow the instructions, it tells you to reverse the coil wires. When you install the kill switch, of course your coil wires will be in a particular, I believe it's black in the back and red up front. They tell you to reverse them. It could be the opposite of that, I don't remember, but they tell you to reverse them, and that was one of the things that struck me odd. I wasn't sure about it, but it's written in red on the instructions, so I imagine they're telling you, listen, just follow this and everything's going to be fine. So needless to say, if you reverse the wires, it automatically sets the kill switch in a reverse mode, which means you don't have to make any adjustments on the transmitter or within the kill switch. And the settings that they give you, the preset settings, are for Celsius. I believe it was in Celsius for the engine temp, and also the other settings like battery cutoff. I want to go ahead and show you guys what the actual printout you get with it looks like. So you'll see here there's a diagram of all the different displays and the things that it does. Let me see if I can focus in on this. There we go. So it talks about some of the things it does. It has glitch sensitivity, low voltage cutoff, temperature, whether or not you want it in degrees or Celsius or Fahrenheit. And the temperature cutoff ranges from 50 to 250 degrees Celsius, or from 122 degrees Fahrenheit to 482 degrees Fahrenheit. And the also has a display current temperature or display highest temperature. So it has a memory or a recall function so that you're going to be able to see what your highest temp was while you were running. And then you have the RPM pulse, whether or not you want it normal or reverse, and whether or not you want to display the RPMs current or you want to display your highest RPM while you are running. So the same function as the engine temp, you can kind of see a recall of what your highest RPM was. The three modes that you scroll through here, you'll see tach mode, temp mode, and battery volt level mode. I'm going to go through those real quick so you can get an idea as to how to work it. The mode key, when you turn it on, it'll show on. Hit the mode key once, it goes to the statistics. Now to scroll through the statistics, which is how you would change your settings, this tells me that it's on the third channel, which is how I want it. You click the item button. This tells me that I believe that it is in a reverse mode. That's RE, reverse, signal reversed, because of the way the wiring was done at the coil. This tells me that I have it set to glitch sensitivity high, which is how they gave it to me. So you can kind of leave that alone. The next step is going to be the battery cutoff. I have it set to 4.8, B for battery. And then, of course, T for temperature. I have it set to Fahrenheit. Now, if I wanted to change any of these values, I would hit the value key, and then you'd see that change to Celsius. So you'll hit it one more time, and that is going to be the cutoff temp in Fahrenheit. I have it set to 329 right now. So if we keep going, we'll see the high temp cutoff is on for yes for on. Of course, if I hit the value button, it'll go to no. So hit it one more time. This is going to give me the I believe this is the display temperature, whether or not I want it current or do I want it to be the highest temperature. I want it current. I want to know what the temperature is when I hit the mode key. I want to be able to go through, hit it and see the three modes I just talked about: temp, RPM, and battery. And you can easily scroll through those. So I want to know the current temp. Hit it one more time. It's going to give me the pulse for the RPM. And of course, now back to the beginning. Third channel. So again, all these values can be changed, and to save a value, you can hit OK at any time. But it seems to save them. If you just leave, say I change this to Celsius and just hit item again, it'll move. It'll allow me to just move to the next setting, and it'll save it automatically. So high temp is set. I want that to turn the engine off when it gets to that temperature. If you hit mode, it'll kind of go back. And again, there's my current battery reading. Hit it one more time. It's going to give me current temperature of the engine. It's 80 degrees outside here, so that makes sense. And the tach mode, and of course the engine's not running. So then back, statistic, on. Very simple. Okay guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on that. Hope it helps.